Okay, so first I want to show you and remind you all of these templates have a basic unit of measure built into them. We know that ANSI is the Association of National Systems, or I don't remember what it's called, but it's the one that's customary or imperial or US, any kind of thing. That is the ACAD template. Just means AutoCAD. See, if you hover over it, it says normal English feet and inches drawing template. If you go to the ACAD ISO, it says normal international metric drawing template. And ISO is the International Standards Organization. We don't use 3D in this course, but if you were doing it in 3D, then that's what you would use. So for flowers and tracks, it is in millimeters, which is a unit of measure in the metric system, so we will use this template. Let's look at the plan. You can see on the plan that it's symmetrical. You can see that there are 3 sizes of the flowers, the sort of resistors. And you can also see that there's some angles between various tracks or the circuits. And you can, whatever measurement you see on one side will apply to the other. And you can assume, just because of the fact that some of these lines go from the center to a quadrant, that almost all the lines are 90-degree angles. So that means that we're going to need ortho mode down here. Could have also done F8, but I'm on a laptop and it requires 2 clicks. Remember, keystrokes are time. Time is money. Save your boss money, you get praises and raises. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. I do want to start on a grid line, so I'm going to just turn snap mode on. And of course, it doesn't do anything unless you're in line. I do want to do line. And I'm just going to randomly start there. And I do want my dynamic input, so I can just enter. Oh, it's got to be on before I start the line command. So I'm going to go this way, 550. And now that goes off the side, so I'm just going to zoom out. Of course it goes off the side. I had zoomed in. So I'm going to go this way, another 550. I'm going to go up here, 250, and then I'm going to stop. And I'm going to make sure that I have endpoint on my snaps. I'm going to press the spacebar to get back into my line command. And I'm going to go here, straight up, and straight up again. And now I'm going to go over 100. Why not 200? Well, that's because the 200 is centered on that line. So we're going to do 100. I'm going to stop. And I can come here, and because I used line, I can hover over this grip, go to lengthen, go in that direction, and use my dynamic input again. Now I escape to deselect everything. I, of course, forgot to make layers, so let me pause and do that. I'm just going to use the ones in the book, since they are functional, not descriptive. Flowers needs to be 160, so I'm just typing it in. And this needs to be 92. I'm going to turn 160 continuous, turn to zigzag. So I'm just going to click in the line type, type Z, takes you right there. Load the other one. And the flowers is zigzag. And this is tracks. And they're both 53. What you cannot type, just try. All right. So let me grab all this stuff. And on the Home tab, just choose the place that it's supposed to be. And then see, it goes back to 0. I want to make the tracks my current layer, and then go back and turn off layer 0 so I don't accidentally draw on it. All right, so moving on, we've got to do this. Now, I could have done all this by mirror, but it's just such a small project, I'm not going to bother. The symmetry is really just to help you construct it and know what the distances are. Now, you could draw a line straight from there to there on this diagonal, but you would miss a crucial point 453 units up, where you have to then go horizontal and vertical again on that little sort of dead-end circuit. So at this point, you need to make the circle, your first circle. So let's change the thing here. So circle command, I'm just going to draw it somewhere, center, and it is asking me for radius. So I'm given a diameter of 200 for those biggest ones, which means the radius is 100. Please don't confuse radius and diameter. All right, so now I need snaps of all the quadrants and the center, because I am now going to move this using this top quadrant to that end. And I'm going to copy it from here to there. And then I'm going to copy it using the center and put it there. And escape to get out of that command. Now that I have the center of these, I can go ahead and make those horizontal lines that are 320 long. I couldn't do it before because I didn't have a place to start them, but now I do. You have to grab the circle, and then it'll allow you to do that. So I grab the center, 320. Grab the center and go left, 320, and end. Now that I have that, I can actually just draw these diagonal lines. So I'm going to get out of ortho mode. I'm going to extend this line. Because I've got to be able to draw a line at 48 degrees from this horizontal line, but starting there. So I'm going to just start one and guess. I'm starting there. I'm doing relative. I'm going to do 453 less than 48, and there it is. So now I can just grab that. It's a line, it's not a polyline, and move it. Ta-da! And then I take this one and I lengthen it back to the center. And since that was a lot, I'm actually just going to mirror this. So I'm going to select it, mirror, and I want my mirror line to be the vertical, and I'm not going to erase the source object, and there I've got it. So now I can do back into ortho mode, line, and it says that it goes in 50, and down 120, and I'm going to just go ahead and mirror those again on something vertical. And now I'm going to continue drawing that ortho off, diagonal line. Okay, so then at that point, you're just drawing more circles. I don't feel the need to continue this demonstration. You can see I put things on the wrong layer, easily solved. You just grab them and move on. Have fun.